What's up, guys, and welcome back to Big Red's Outdoor Kitchen. Tonight we're grilling bone-in ribeyes, and we're going to be cooking on our Weber Kettle. We're going to be using our slow and sear, and we're going to be doing it as a reverse sear. Y'all stay tuned. Okay, we've got about 15 briquettes in here, and we're gonna get this thing lit, and then in about 10 to 15 minutes, those coals will be nice and hot, and we'll get this thing set up for 2-zone grilling. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, while these coals are heating up, let's take a few minutes to talk about how we're gonna cook this steak. We're doing a reverse sear, so we're gonna try and maintain temperatures at 225 degrees until the steaks reach an internal temp of 110. The reason I do 110 is because I like a finishing temperature of about 125. That might be a little on the rare side for some of you guys. So if you like it a little more medium, take those steaks up to 120 and then sear it off afterwards. But I'll show you exactly how to do that. Stay tuned. All right, guys, I wanted to show you how I have this grill set up to keep it 225. Your bottom grates, you're gonna leave cracked open just about half the width of a pencil. You're gonna wanna crack your vents to about the same as the bottom, about half the width of a pencil. And you always wanna make sure that your vents are on the opposite side of where your charcoal when you're doing 2-zone grilling so it can draft. Okay, guys, now that we got the steaks on the grill, I want to take a few minutes to tell you exactly how we seasoned them. We did a salt brine for 2 hours. And the reason we did that is we want that salt to penetrate all the way through the meat. The other thing we did is we took the steaks out about 30 to 45 minutes before we put them on the grill. You always want to bring your steaks up to kind of room temperature. Once the steaks reach 110, we're going to pull the steaks off. We're going to pat them dry because moisture prevents your crust. We need a dry steak to get that beautiful Maillard reaction. That Maillard reaction is what gives your steaks that beautiful crust. Then we're gonna season them with black pepper and a little bit of olive oil. Stay tuned. Okay, these steaks have been cooking right at 25 minutes and we're just about there. This one's got an internal temp of 109. This one's right at 106, 108, 109. I'm gonna go ahead and take these things off. Okay, guys, we've got these things pulled off, and right now they don't look too good, but that's okay. We're gonna pat these things dry, try and get all that moisture out. Oh, and I wanted to tell you guys, when these things reach an 80 internal temp, I let a chimney full of charcoal to get that grill blazing hot. So first things first, a little bit of olive oil. Take your brush, brush it on. This adds a little bit of flavor. If you don't have olive oil, use anything else for high heat, canola oil, grapeseed oil, avocado oil, anything will work just fine. All right, let's season these with cracked black pepper. Now season to taste. I don't know how much you like pepper, but I love it. Now I'm not sure if it's coming across on camera, but there's this nice red tint, and what that is, that's the smoke from the charcoal. You can cook like this in the oven and the steaks are gonna turn out great, but you won't get this red tint to the steak. And there's nothing wrong with that, it's everyone's preference. So if you wanna cook this inside, go for it. Okay, guys, today we are going to be searing these steaks using the cold grate technique. This technique was invented by Dave at Adrenaline Barbecue, and it's become my favorite way to cook steaks. What you do is you're gonna sear on each side for a total of 2 minutes, 60 seconds each interval, and you're gonna spin the grate. So just watch this and I'll show you. Okay guys, we've got the sear done, and would y'all just look at this crust that happened? This is just beautiful. It's almost like it was done in a cast iron pan. That's very hard to achieve on a grill, but because of that cold grate technique, you're able to get this near perfect sear. Let's cut into them and see how they look. Oh, and one more thing. When you're cooking a steak or any meat for that example, you want to let your meat rest. I let these steaks rest for at least 10 minutes. That lets the juices tighten up inside of them, and it just really improves the flavor. All right, let's see how they look. All right guys, I want y'all to look at this. You've got wall-to-wall red, and that's something you can only achieve by doing a reverse sear. And by doing it this way, you really take the guesswork out of it. You know, the only things you really need are some prep time and a good digital thermometer. All right, let's see how these things taste. Okay guys, it's time for the moment we've all been waiting for, the taste test. Let's see how this tastes. The steak was perfectly tender, it was perfectly cooked, and it just has a great crust, and you got that salt tasting all the way through, and it's just absolutely wonderful. So juicy. Now, we've got one more group of people to see how this thing tastes. All right, Belle, Jackson, let's see if you guys like it. All right, here you go, Belle. Jackson. All right, what do you say? Do you guys approve? Oh, you want to lick my hands? All right, guys. Well, that's it for Big Red. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this content, please hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe for more great content. Thanks. Have a good day.